In lieu of a prayer, Mangalacharan, I'll show you this map of India within its neighborhood, within her neighborhood. This is a very interesting map. So as you can see, this is our India, this area. And if you look behind, you have this huge, unimaginably wide wall of Himalayas, which covers India from three sides. And below that, there are vast expanses of ocean. This part is almost uncrossable. There are some passes in this region from where most of the invaders of past about whom we talk too much tried to enter India. But these passes were always defended when India was well functioning. These passes were always well defended. Elevation will be somewhat lower in this side also, but this area it's impossible to cross through because the rains are so heavy and the forests are so thick. There wouldn't have been a possibility there have been not any people coming from this side into India. It's only from these passes here somewhere that people could enter India from Alexander onwards. Till the advent of modern shipping, it would have been impossible for somebody to think of invading India from the sea. So the country is created like a fortress, naturally created like a fortress. I won't emphasize this because in our school texts we keep teaching as if this country was open all the time to invasions from outside. It was physically impossible, naturally impossible for too many outsiders to enter this fortress. In fact, there are some geography books of the early 20th, late 19th century, which will say that India, from its geographical position, is like an island with the dimensions of a subcontinent. It's that isolated from the rest of the landmasses in the world. Within this, if you look at this map, there is elevation hardly ever rises very much. That is almost below the Himalayas is all plains except for some low mountains of the central India. There is really no big physical barrier that separates this Akhanda Bharat, the whole of India, is not separated by any natural barrier. It is all connected. In fact, taking a train from Delhi to Chennai, you'll see as if you're all the time passing, except when you pass through the forests of the central India, it's as if you're all the time passing through a fertile plain. This map has impressed geographers. There's one who writes that when you look at the relief map of India, you find this. It looks like that this old man, Himalaya as an old aged man, is holding its daughter in its outstretched arms. And all that kind of similes has always been given about the relationship between Himalayas and this country. And that relationship is very interesting. One of the things geologists say is that this Himalayas, of course, as you can see, this is the northern boundary of India. And so it is as much of India as of Tibet or China. But what they say is that the bounty of Himalayas is all reserved for India. That all the water that falls on the northern or southern slopes of the Himalayas is all flows into India the other side is a desert.